Wow, what an incredible garden this is. This is an Espalier orchard by a complete beginner gardener. All of the trees have been in the ground approximately 1 year. A lot of them have fruit on them. It's really well looked after. Being Espalier, it's really easy to manage and maintain and keep nice and tidy. This is an absolutely stunning garden. If you've ever been interested in trying your hand at espaliering, then have a look at this. I'm here today with Jonathan, and Jonathan has kindly let me come into his orchard so that we can have a look at all the fabulous espalier work that he's doing.
Hi Erin, welcome to my place. As I've reached semi-retirement, I had to fill in my time, and all of a sudden I've discovered a love of espalier trees. And as a result of my friendship with Greg Daly from Daly's Nursery, this is the result of what my espalier orchard looked like.
It's quite mind-blowing when you approach Jonathan's orchard and you see what he has achieved. It's just such a beautiful sight. He's worked really hard, and Jonathan is a beginner gardener. What sort of experience have you had with gardening over time, Jonathan?
Just minimalist approach to not having very much success at doing anything in the garden other than buy a plant, buy a tree, put it in the ground, water it twice, and if it survives, then you've done a good job. And
that's pretty much a general rule of thumb that most people can go by. And so Jonathan's definitely upped the standard and upped the level. He's gone to a definite green thumb here with what he's created in his garden here. So Jonathan, when did you plant it? When did you get this orchard started?
The seed was sowed, so to speak, around about July, August last year. So most of these trees, all of these trees that you'll have a look at, were put in the ground in September last year. So they're just going on for in the ground for 12 months.
Quite amazing, because you can actually see this peach behind us. This is a low chill peach. We are in a low chill area here with Jonathan. So this is a low chill peach. This tree has been in the ground for 12 months and already it is completely loaded with fruit. So when you're looking at creating an espalier orchard such as this, and you want to start with a plan, you want to know what direction you're heading in. So how did you begin the process?
Spoke to Greg, took his advice, and he said you really want basically your rows to be running in a north-south direction.
Yes, this is what you've got here. That way your trees get sun most of the day.
Most of the day.
Yeah. What have you done to amend the soil?
I really haven't done anything other than a bit of compost.
Okay, great. Excellent.
And some mulching with some, initially with sugarcane mulch, mown grass mulch.
Fantastic. Use what you've got. Jonathan has it's spring here. Jonathan has just mulched everything in the orchard, so it is looking incredible and well watered. So you have a watering system?
Yeah, all I've got is just running some sprinklers. I might do that twice a week, and it seems to work.
It's definitely working because everything's looking fantastic.
Yeah.
And in terms of setting up the espaliers themselves, you've got them at set distances and set heights. Do you want to talk a little bit about?
Basically the rows are about 20 metres, 18 to 20 metres long. Went to the local hardware store to get the copper logs and the 12-foot steel, the 12-foot steel posts. That was the suggestion for the height of the support structure.
And these materials are available to anyone. So they're your uprights, and then the laterals. You've got some wire.
Just some normal 12 gauge fencing wire. And I got some tensioners from the local agricultural store.
And you need the tensioners in case the wire starts to get a little bit saggy.
Just to support the runners as they go out along the fence.
That's right, because over time the trees can add quite a bit of weight to that wire, and it will stretch slightly and it will start to sag. So having the tensioners will enable it to stay nice and taut and keep those branches and fruit well supported. A very good thing about espaliering is that your fruit and your branches are actually supported. So you can see here behind us with this peach, it is carrying a lot of fruit. If that was not supported, if that was just a branch doing its own thing, floating in the wind, then you would see a lot of weight and potential snapping of that branch. So having the extra wire, having the wire there to support your branches enables you to carry more fruit on that branch.
What I do when I'm anchoring the runners to the wire is, this is just a piece of bicycle tube that I've cut into little circles, a bit like squid rings. And then I just tie two of them together. Then I'll just grab a runner like this, for example, and I'll just pull it down gently, put the tube over it, if I can get my fingers through it, and down to where the knot is, and then that'll just, that's set in place now, and hopefully that'll continue to run, and it may well need to put another one on like there, just to train them along the wire. And The other thing that appealed to me was that, as you can see, it's a two-dimensional plane for the tree behind me, which means is that you just walk up to it and you can just grab the fruit. You're not having to reach over branches and in branches and things. So these will always stay at this same height because I'll make sure that they don't get any higher.
So amazing, perfect.
And yet to experience the netting side of things, but apparently I'm advised that it makes netting really, really easy to keep the birds and things.
We will be putting a net over this particular tree today because this fruit is getting to the stage when fruit flies are going to start wanting to come in. Birds are going to start wanting to come in and have a peck. They're getting a little bit interested. So we're going to put the net over the tree. It's going to protect the fruit and Jonathan is going to get a beautiful crop once he reveals what's underneath the net. So this is an absolutely beautiful orchard. Jonathan has done a fantastic job, a beginner gardener, some basic supplies, some lovely trees. Within 12 months, this is what he has created. You too can create something as beautiful as this. You don't need a large space. You could just take one row and put it up against a fence or along a narrow pathway, something, just any space. And it doesn't have to be 20 meters. It could just be 1 or 2 meters. So talking about spacing.
There's lots of information to research for Espalier. The best information I got was from Daly's nursery.
Fantastic. That's what we love to hear, Jonathan. We love Jonathan and we love what he's creating here in his orchard. And we're going to keep checking back in here over time just to see how these trees are developing. You really can give any tree a go with espaliering. So there's no limit to what you can try in the garden. So give it all a go.
Good.
So we're going to pop a net over the peach that's behind us. It's got so much fruit on it, we really don't want to lose any of it. So this is a 6 by 6 meter netting and it's a pretty simple process, and having an espalier like this makes it ideal and easy to net and protect your fruit. So let's give it a go, Jonathan. Let's heave-ho it over. Make sure we are all lined up. Ready, set, go. Look at that. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'll run around the other side. Fantastic, look at that, nice and neat and tidy. All we'll need to do is get some pegs or clips and tie it onto the wires just to protect it. And once the fruit is ready, reveal it all, take the net away and save it for next year. Fantastic, really easy.